When God will remember you, your situation will turn around, okay? Your enemies will be put to shame. When he remembers you, everything that you've lost, he's going to restore it back to you. Our God never lies. He never fails. Hello, beautiful people. Good evening from this end. How are we doing? I'm sure we're all doing fine by the special grace of God. It's a pretty cold evening over here, and we bless the name of the Most High God. So, my lovely people, tonight I want to talk to us on the topic, when God remembers you. Yes, you heard me right. When God remembers you. You know, at times you feel as though God has forgotten about you. Maybe you're trusting God for one thing or the other, okay? You've been praying to God, you've been believing God for a breakthrough, okay? You've been serving God, you've been faithful to God and trusting Him that He's going to give you a breakthrough. But it seems as though nothing good is happening. It seems as though God is not listening to you. It seems as though your prayers are not going anywhere. In fact, it seems as though the more you pray, the more worse the situation becomes. I'm here tonight to let you know that God has not forgotten about you, okay? Keep doing what you're doing for the Lord. Keep trusting God. Keep praying. Keep believing God, and your breakthrough will come someday. The day that the Lord will remember you, your life will turn around. The day that the Lord will remember you, He will cause men to reward you. He will put your enemies to shame. He will restore everything that you've lost. So don't worry. I'm sure we all know the story of Mordecai and Haman in the Bible, in the book of Esther. Mordecai and Haman, all of them were under the king, okay, working for the king, okay? But Haman was above Mordecai in the rank of the palace. So he wanted everybody to bow to him, and Mordecai refused to bow down to him. For that reason, Haman hated Mordecai, and he was plotting evil against him. The Bible says that at one point in time, Mordecai had saved the life of the king, in the sense that two guards were plotting to murder the king, and Mordecai heard about this plot and went and revealed it, and that saved the life of the king. However, Mordecai was not rewarded for what he did, but it was written down. The Bible says in the book of Esther chapter 6 that the day came when the king could not sleep. The king found it difficult to sleep on that day, and he called for the servants to bring him the book of the Chronicles, okay? That's the book where every event, everything that happened in the palace in that area was written down, okay? And when the book of the Chronicles was brought before the king, it was read to him, and the story of Mordecai came up. The king was reminded of what Mordecai did. He saved his life at one point in time. And the king said, what honor or what reward has been given to this Mordecai? And they said nothing. If you read the story continuously to the end, you will find out how Mordecai was greatly rewarded. And Haman, who had been plotting evil against him, was put to shame. He was disgraced. In fact, Haman had already arranged a place where Mordecai was supposed to be hanged. That same place that he arranged for Mordecai to be hanged, he himself, Haman, was hanged in that same place. No wonder the Bible says that whosoever digs a pit for you shall fall into that pit. When God remembers you, your enemies shall be put to shame. Mordecai was a good man who cared not only about himself, but he cared for his people, the Jews. Even when Haman was oppressing the Jews, when Haman wanted to kill all of the Jews, he was there. He was interceding for them. He fought very hard together with Esther, and by the grace of God, the plot of Haman was reversed, okay? So, keep doing what you're supposed to do. Keep praying, keep trusting God, keep doing good, keep fighting for others, okay? Keep standing in the gap for others. The day will come when God will remember you, okay? And He will reward you. Mordecai was a good man. He had saved the king. He fought for his people. And the day came when God remembered him. God caused the king. He made the king to remember what Mordecai had done for him. And Mordecai was greatly rewarded. So don't give up on what you're doing for the Lord. Don't give up on what you're doing for man, okay? God will remember you. And trust me, the day that the Lord will remember you, your story will change. Everything works together for good, if only you can believe. I hope this message will serve as an encouragement to someone. And if you know you haven't given your life to Christ, what does it profit a man if he gains this whole world and loses his soul? Now is the time to give your life to Christ. Tomorrow may be too late. God bless you, my lovely people. You do take care. And by the grace of God, I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Bye.